Hey guys, for both of you, yeah, I'll start with you. I mean, obviously, the second quarter was a real quick moment. Tyler gets ejected. How did you guys kind of rally from that?
He was out there protecting us, and we've dealt with the same issue consistently throughout the season. And so I thought, he fought for us, and so our response was to fight for him. And with the rest of our play throughout that game, find our way back into it.
We'll go to Andy, second row on your right.
Yeah, just going along with that, just wanted to get your guys' assessment of how Tanisha did when she stepped into the head coach role after Kelly got ejected.
Yeah, I mean, with T, obviously she's got experience being in that head coach role. And she did a great job of coming in there, making sure that we were calm, doing subs and rotations, obviously with the collective of our coaching staff, and then drawing up some really good ATOs that we scored off of and had some success there. So we trust T, obviously her passion and energy and her expertise, and obviously her ability to understand what it's like to play in this league day in and day out is something that we rely on every day throughout practice and scouts. So, she knows her stuff, and she did a great job for us.
Any more players? Go back to Chris.
Angel, in the fourth quarter, obviously, Kia is getting really hot from three. How did you kind of turn yourself into a facilitator in those moments?
Yeah, I told Kia to turn on just be patient with her shot and continue to put the work in, and just proud of where she is right now mentally. She's always poised for it. She's a great vet for us, and we just appreciate everything she put forward all the time.
Angel, you and the entire team, of course, are a bunch of competitors. It's something that's been preached from top to bottom this year. With a loss like this, continuing on for the rest of the year, playoffs aren't in the future, but what keeps you guys motivated? What keeps you going to go out there and still try to win these games down the stretch?
I mean, we got another opportunity to play the game we love. It's a professional level, play against the best talent every single night. Not everybody gets this opportunity, so we don't take it for granted. And that's why a lot of us are out here and being able to do it. Everybody has their own reasons that they play this game, and I think we just come together collectively and know that we love it. That's our number one thing. We love basketball.
Brian.
Question for you: the benefit of Camilla being in the office and just her running up and down the court like a guard, just would get you guys' thoughts on just having that type of impact on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Millie does really well is her ability, obviously, to use her size and her speed against slower bigs, but I think her passing ability is something that's a little bit underrated, and it's great to be able to have both Camilla and Angel who have eyes in the back of their head and are able to get us on those cuts for guards, and we want to play inside the paint, and that's going to be obviously through them and their post game, but it's also through getting guards cutting up the layups at the rim and opening up some space for them. So I think both of them do a great job of finding us and playing within the game and understanding when it's their turn to take over and we need them to do that, and when there's times to kind of expose some of those matchups that we want to expose.
Players. We'll close out with Jim on Zoom. One question, please.
Hi, Angel. Angel, just on the league phase of this season, I suppose you're in 11th place. There's 7 games now between yourselves and the Mystics. How much you want to finish and close up that gap and reel in the Mystics?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, Angel, just in terms of the league phase, you're in 11th in the table. The Mystics are ahead of you by 7 games. How much is the target to reel in Washington?
What do the Mystics got to do anything?
Thank you, everyone. Coach will be next. Coach or Christian.
Hi, Coach Christian Insider. You got ejected today. What was really the breaking point for you, and how was it when you weren't able to coach your team being in the back?
It was hard being in the back and not being out there for the team. Part of me felt like I was letting down. The other half of me was like, I had to. It's been egregious all year. Breaking point. I mean, you guys saw it. It was clear as day, and I think that when stuff like that goes uncalled, things happen like that happened last time we played Connecticut, and I don't know how you send one of the same refs from that game to ref us tonight and allow something like that to occur. Not the same that she was part of it, but it's still the first time that we played Connecticut this season. There's another ref that was here today that was involved in another altercation there. So I feel like we've been getting the short end of the stick all year. And every time that I've gotten attacked this year has been in support of our players, and I think that I'm, if not the most respectful coach to the officiating crew. I don't know who is in the league, and with our record and the amount of losses that we have, never do I come up here and blame the refs for our situation. I take the onus always, but it feels like I'm the only one that does that. There's no accountability on the other side of it, and that's the breaking point, because today would have been another game that just went by where we get calls admitting mistakes and nobody has to answer for it. But our players continue to have to answer when they don't play well. And our coaches around the league have to continuously answer when they make decisions that don't go their way. And accountability should be had on all fronts, and it's not. And so that was the breaking point.
Or Brian.
Can you just kind of speak to just, the toughness and resiliency of the group today? Because obviously you standing up for them, then seeing the rally behind it. Just want to put your thoughts.
Yeah, it was. I think that we came out really flat, and Connecticut came out really aggressive, and I think they set the tone in a game that we wanted to do that. And but we won the second, third, and fourth quarter. I think that showed the resiliency, the heart, the toughness, and the fight of our group. I'm extremely proud of them and how they fought back in the game. I'm extremely proud of the staff and Tanisha for putting them in position to cut the lead to 4, I think. And it was, that part was good to see. It's just unfortunately we started the game the way that we did.
And then in New York, I asked you about Kia Nurse and her play against Seattle, but again, today she also kind of showed you, stays off the bench. What do you kind of just feel about just her poise and leadership in the midst of all this?
Kia is one of the toughest players around. She plays extremely hard. But I said a few games ago, she makes mistakes like all of us. But I think that the effort that she puts in, her work ethic daily, the way she communicates with her team, and the toughness that she exudes, it's part of who she is. It's part of the culture that we want here. So whether she's making or missing shots, that kind of is what it is at times. But the effort and the intention is always there. And so that's what I'm most proud of.
Just looking forward to the game against the Aces. How are you guys just kind of planning to come out strong against that game? And so you don't have to battle back with so many strong runs. There were strong runs in this game, but just starting strong.
Yeah, I'd say they're the hottest team in the league right now. So we can't afford to put ourselves in a hole against them either. So we got to come out with the intensity and the focus necessary to set the tone early, to get off to a good start and not put us in a hole we got to battle and fight back from. It takes a lot of energy out of you when you have to do that. So for us, we want to put together consistent 4 quarters, similar to how we did against New York. So that's the kind of mindset that we're going to have going on.
One more from Christian, and we'll go to Alyssa.
And we spoke with Angel pregame, and she talked about how she's been, she has conversations with Camila and the team, telling her that the way she's been playing is the way you guys need her to play. what have your conversations been with her, just encouraging her? She has another strong game this game and going into the game against the Aces.
Camilla or Angel?
We talked to Angel and she spoke about just the way Camila has been playing and you know how they've been encouraging her to continue to play this way because when she does, you guys do well and you guys win.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 18 points and the 7 rebounds, 5 assists. It's a good game. At the same time, I think that if you ask Camila, I think that she wouldn't be content with the 6 turnovers. I think she got to take care of the ball just like everyone else has the responsibility to take care of the ball. But it is good to see her being able to finish around the rim. We want to get more opportunities. I think as a team, it's hard to win turning it over 19 times and having a team like Connecticut that's agile and athletic that can get out in transition and capitalize off of those turnovers. And so, but Camilla, she's been playing really good this back half of the season and for most of the year. And so we need to continue to have her be aggressive. At the same time, again, I think that she's grown and matured in a way where she's not satisfied with what her production has been. She wants to give more. She knows she's capable of giving more. And that's what we want to continue to see with her.
We'll go to Alyssa, then close out with Brian.
Hey, Coach, just another question for you. I think in the first half, she took like a long range too, like very confidently, didn't hesitate. You think her kind of expanding her range in that way could help the offense a little bit?
Yeah, I think that teams obviously know how effective and efficient she is around the rim, and so they're going to dare to shoot those a little bit more. And we encourage her to shoot those more. She shoots them in practice, before practice, after practice. She works on those, and so we want to give her the confidence to let those go, make her miss. We want to keep the defense honest, and she's a capable shooter from there. So we want to continue to build her confidence from there and see that improve.
Close out with Brian.
So speaking back off of questions you asked earlier about the first quarter, Connecticut obviously came out aggressively, especially aggressively defensively. How did you feel about the adjustments you guys made around that, especially with the ball movement and just being a little bit more patient on offense?
Yeah, I mean, at halftime, all 17 of our made field goals were assisted, and so again, it just speaks to what we can do offensively when the ball is moving. And then I thought their pressure kind of put us on our heels again, and so that's tough because it makes you stagnant. It doesn't create space, and then for a team like us that likes to paint, it becomes hard for us to generate outside shots as well because we're not getting paint touches as freely. And so for us, we got to handle that pressure better across the board. We got to take care of the ball, give us more opportunities. But if you score 84 points with missing 11 free throws and turning over 19 times, it shows you what the potential could be if you cut each of those in half. And so we made a few more of those free throws. We cut down those turnovers a little bit. We're looking in the hundreds from an offensive standpoint, but it's also tough to win games when you give up 94. So we got to be better defensively.
Thanks, everyone.